Have you heard the buzz? People are packing up and leaving some of America's most iconic states. Why is this happening, and where are they going? States like California, New York, and Illinois, once bustling with opportunity, are now seeing a mass exodus. High living costs and taxes are pushing folks to seek greener pastures. But here's the kicker. Is your state on the list? As more people search for affordable living and better quality of life, these states might just be losing their charm. So what's driving this migration wave? And could your state be next in line? Stay tuned. Number 10. Nebraska. First up, Nebraska. Now, Nebraska is known for its vast prairies and friendly folks, but there's been a bit of a shuffle going on. One of the big reasons people are waving goodbye to the Cornhusker State is the quest for better job opportunities and professional growth. According to Nebraska's exit survey, many residents have been lured away by the promise of higher paychecks and more dynamic career paths elsewhere. It's not that Nebraska doesn't have jobs, it's just that other places seem to offer a bit more sparkle in terms of career advancement. And let's face it, who wouldn't want a little extra jingle in their pocket? Then there's the cost of living. While Nebraska isn't exactly breaking the bank compared to some coastal states, the cost of housing and amenities has been a sticking point for some. People are looking for places where their dollar stretches further, and sometimes that means heading out of state. Plus, the quality of life factors in too. Folks are seeking areas with a vibrant mix of amenities, cultural diversity, and inclusive values. It's not that Nebraska doesn't have these things, but other states might offer them in a more concentrated dose. Number 9. Ohio. Now let's mosey over to Ohio. The Buckeye State has its own set of challenges that are prompting people to pack their bags. One major factor is the economic landscape. Ohio has been grappling with a sluggish economy, and while there are pockets of growth, many residents feel the grass is greener elsewhere. The manufacturing sector, once a powerhouse in Ohio, has seen a decline, leading to fewer job opportunities in certain areas. This economic shift has nudged people to seek greener pastures where industries are booming and jobs are plentiful. Another reason folks are leaving Ohio is the weather. Yes, you heard that right. The unpredictable and often harsh winters can be a deal breaker for some. Imagine shoveling snow off your driveway for the umpteenth time, only to hear about sunny skies and mild temperatures in other parts of the country. It's enough to make anyone dream of warmer climates. Plus, the allure of outdoor activities year-round in sunnier states is a tempting prospect for those tired of being cooped up during long winter months. Before we continue, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Number 8. Louisiana. Louisiana has been struggling with slow job growth for years now. Since 2020, the state has lost around 50,000 residents, and a big chunk of that is due to people seeking better job opportunities elsewhere. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported a significant decline in employment, with 4,801 fewer people employed. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack when it comes to good jobs here, and that's pushing people to look for greener pastures. Now, if you think that's all, hold on to your hats because there's more. The cost of living in Louisiana isn't doing anyone any favors either. In New Orleans, for instance, the cost of living is 12% higher than the national average, and homeowners insurance is more than 40% higher. That's a hefty price tag for living in a place where auto insurance rates are through the roof, traffic is a nightmare, and carjackings are becoming all too common. It's no wonder people are saying, enough is enough, and heading for the exit. And let's not forget about the tax policies and economic conditions that experts say are contributing to the state's population challenges. With an $880 million hit to adjusted gross income between 2021 and 2022, it's clear that something's got to give. But wait, there's a silver lining. Or at least there could be. Some southeastern parishes like East Baton Rouge, Ascension, and Livingston are actually seeing population growth, bucking the trend of decline. Maybe it's the southern hospitality or the rich cultural history that's keeping some folks around. However, without broader reforms in education, economic diversification, and tax structures, Louisiana risks falling further behind its regional and national peers. So, while some areas are holding their ground, the overall picture is one of a state grappling with significant population losses. It's a complex puzzle with many pieces, and until those pieces start fitting together better, the exodus is likely to continue. Number 7. Massachusetts. First off, the high cost of living is a major factor. Housing prices are through the roof, even outside the big cities. It's not just about buying a home. Rent is sky high too. Boston, for instance, has the second highest median rent in the country, right after New York City. And it's not just housing. Daily expenses like groceries and utilities are more expensive than in many other parts of the U.S. This financial strain is pushing people to look for more affordable places to live. Another reason folks are packing up is the job market. While Massachusetts has a booming economy, the opportunities aren't always accessible to everyone. Many young professionals, especially those aged 25 to 34, are finding it tough to settle down due to these high costs. They're moving to states where they can afford to buy homes and start families without breaking the bank. Plus, the state policies and governance have left some residents dissatisfied, prompting them to seek greener pastures elsewhere. Lastly, let's talk about the weather and traffic. Massachusetts is known for its harsh winters, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. Combine that with the infamous traffic congestion, particularly in Boston, and you've got a recipe for frustration. The MBTA, the state's public transit system, has been struggling with issues, making commuting a headache for many. These factors, along with the allure of warmer climates and less congested roads in other states, are contributing to the outflow of residents. Number 6. Michigan. Now let's shift gears to Michigan. This state has its own set of challenges that are driving people away. The economic landscape in Michigan has been rocky, with the decline of manufacturing jobs hitting hard. Detroit, once a bustling hub of industry, has faced significant economic downturns. Although there have been efforts to revitalize the city, the job market hasn't fully recovered, leading many to seek employment opportunities elsewhere. The weather in Michigan is another point of contention. With long, cold winters and unpredictable weather patterns, it's not the most appealing climate for everyone. The harsh conditions can be a deterrent, especially for those who prefer milder temperatures. Additionally, the state's infrastructure, including roads and public services, has been criticized for not keeping pace with the needs of its residents, adding to the reasons why people might choose to leave. Finally, education and healthcare are areas where Michigan has room for improvement. While there are excellent institutions in the state, access to quality education and healthcare can vary significantly depending on where you live. Some residents feel that other states offer better options for their families, prompting them to relocate. All these factors combined paint a picture of why Michigan is seeing an exodus of residents in 2025. Number 5. California. California's high cost of living is a major factor driving people away. The average home value in California is about $773,300, according to Zillow. That's a hefty price tag for anyone looking to buy a house. It's not just the housing market that's expensive. Everything from groceries to gas tends to cost more here. Taxes are another biggie. California has some of the highest state income taxes in the country, which can be a real burden on residents' wallets. And let's not forget about the natural disasters. Wildfires have become an almost yearly occurrence, causing destruction and making air quality plummet. These factors combined make it tough for many to justify staying when they could find a more affordable and stable life elsewhere. Then there's the job market, which isn't as rosy as it once was. While California is home to Silicon Valley and Hollywood, not everyone works in tech or entertainment. For many, finding a good-paying job can be challenging, especially with the state's economic shifts. Businesses are also leaving California, seeking friendlier tax environments and lower operational costs in other states. This exodus of companies means fewer job opportunities for those who remain. Plus, the state's infrastructure is struggling to keep up with its population, leading to traffic congestion and long commutes that test even the most patient drivers. Number 4. Connecticut. Now let's talk about Connecticut. This New England state might be known for its charming small towns and beautiful fall foliage, but it's also seeing a steady stream of residents heading for the exits. One of the main reasons is the high cost of living. Connecticut ranks among the top states for property taxes, and the overall tax burden is one of the highest in the nation. This can make it difficult for families to make ends meet, especially when combined with the high cost of housing. Many residents find themselves paying a premium to live in a state that doesn't always offer the job opportunities or amenities they desire. The job market in Connecticut has been sluggish, with slow growth and limited opportunities in certain sectors. While there are jobs in finance and insurance, other industries haven't seen the same level of expansion. This lack of diverse employment options can push people to look elsewhere for better career prospects. Additionally, Connecticut's weather can be a bit of a downer. Harsh winters with heavy snowfall and icy conditions aren't everyone's cup of tea, and some folks prefer to trade in their snow shovels for sunnier climates. Finally, there's the issue of population decline. As more people leave Connecticut, the state faces challenges in maintaining its infrastructure and public services. Schools, roads, and healthcare systems all feel the strain of a shrinking tax base. This can lead to cuts in services or increased taxes, creating a cycle that encourages even more residents to leave. It's a tough situation, and while Connecticut has its charms, these challenges make it a place that some people are choosing to leave behind. Number 3. New York. Now, this state has been the poster child for population decline for quite some time. The main culprit? Domestic migration. Since the 1970s, more people have been moving out of New York than moving in from other states. It's like a revolving door, but with more people heading out than coming in. Between 2020 and 2023, over 630,000 residents decided to bid farewell to the Empire State. That's a lot of goodbyes. The reasons are as varied as the people themselves. High living costs, taxes, and housing affordability are at the top of the list. Many are drawn to sunnier pastures in Florida and Texas, where the taxes are lower, the housing is more affordable, and the weather is warmer. It's not just retirees making the move. Young professionals and families are also seeking more space and flexibility, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic showed us all that remote work is here to stay. Now, let's talk numbers. In 2024, New York's population was 19,867,248, marking a slight increase from 2023. But don't let that fool you. The state still experienced a net loss of 120,917 residents due to migration. It's a bit of a paradox, really. While births outnumbered deaths, the exodus continued. And it's not just about the numbers. The vibe in New York City has shifted too. The city saw a significant drop in school-age children, with a 6.48% decrease from 2020 to 2023. Families are opting for suburban or rural environments, leaving behind the hustle and bustle of city life. Even the average household size has shrunk by 5.49% from 2020 to 2022. It's like everyone is spreading out, looking for a bit more breathing room. Despite these challenges, there's a glimmer of hope. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is optimistic about the future. He points to job growth and a decrease in crime across the 5 boroughs as signs that the city is bouncing back. And while the vacancy rate for apartments is low, indicating fewer people are occupying the same number of apartments, it suggests that the city's appeal hasn't completely faded. So, while New York might be losing residents, it's not down for the count just yet. Number 2, Illinois. Next, we have Illinois. This state has been experiencing its own set of challenges, leading to a steady stream of residents heading for the exits. One of the biggest issues is the state's financial woes. Illinois has been grappling with budget deficits and pension liabilities for years, creating an environment of uncertainty and instability. It's like trying to balance on a tightrope with a wobbly pole. Residents are feeling the pinch, and many are deciding that it's time to find a more stable footing elsewhere. The cost of living in Illinois is another factor driving people away. While it's not as high as New York, it's still enough to make residents think twice about staying put. Property taxes are particularly burdensome, often ranking among the highest in the nation. It's like having a weight tied to your ankle, making it hard to move forward. Combine that with a sluggish job market, and it's no wonder people are looking for greener pastures. States like Indiana and Wisconsin, with their lower taxes and more robust job opportunities, are becoming attractive alternatives for those seeking a fresh start. But it's not all doom and gloom. Illinois still has a lot to offer, from the vibrant city life of Chicago to the scenic beauty of its rural areas. The state is home to world-class universities, cultural attractions, and a rich history that continues to draw visitors and new residents alike. However, until the financial issues are addressed and the cost of living becomes more manageable, the trend of people leaving is likely to continue. It's a tough situation, but with the right changes, Illinois could turn things around and become a place where people want to stay and thrive. Number 1. New Jersey. New Jersey is often referred to as the Garden State, but it's not exactly a paradise for its residents. The state's high taxes are a major turnoff, with property taxes averaging over $8,000 per year. According to the Tax Foundation, New Jersey has the highest property taxes in the country. This has led to a significant decline in population, with many residents seeking more affordable options in neighboring states. In fact, a report by the New Jersey State League of Municipalities found that over 70% of residents who left the state cited high taxes as the primary reason. The state's expensive living costs are also a major concern. The median home price in New Jersey is over $340,000, making it difficult for many residents to afford a place to call home. According to Zillow, the state's housing market is one of the most expensive in the country. This has led to a significant increase in homelessness, with many residents struggling to make ends meet. In fact, a report by the National Low-Income Housing Coalition found that New Jersey has a shortage of over 200,000 affordable housing units. New Jersey's economy is also struggling, with many residents leaving the state in search of better job opportunities. The state's unemployment rate is higher than the national average, and many residents are seeking more stable employment in other states. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, New Jersey's unemployment rate is over 4%, higher than the national average. This has led to a significant decline in population, with many residents seeking more prosperous options in other states. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comment section down below, and turn on your notifications to know when next we upload. See you in our next video. Bye-bye.